Today we have a review of our next giveaway watch. So yes, I'm going to be giving this watch away, a relatively affordable GMT watch, the Zelos Horizons GMT. So before we get too far into this, if you want the opportunity to win this watch, fill out the watch giveaway form down below and then follow me on Instagram as well. I'll be announcing the winner there. I announce them on my stories, and then I also leave it as a highlight that you can go check and see when I make all the announcements for the giveaways. And also big thank you to Elshan, the founder of Zelos, for providing this watch for free. Just want to be transparent up front that he did provide this for our giveaway, so thank you to him. So this watch is a new release from Zelos and a catalog of watches from the brand that has quickly grown since they've got their start back in 2014. The Singapore-based brand has really made their way with their diver watches, and I've mentioned several of their diver watches actually in a couple series of mine, especially the cool micro brand series. So if you haven't seen any of those videos, I can link to a couple down below. I think I talked about Zelos in part 2 of this series. But when looking at this watch at first glance, we have a watch with a case size of 40 millimeters, case thickness of 12 millimeters, lug to lug we're looking at 45 millimeters, lug width of 20 millimeters, water resistance of 200 meters, movement is an ETA 2893, crystal is a sapphire crystal both on the front and the back of the watch, and then the price of $650. So that $650 price is going to be just for the next month or so. It seems like they do a lot of early bird pricing, and it's gonna go up to $800 following in the middle of May. They'll make that price jump. Now looking at the watch, this particular model comes with a blue sunburst dial. The Horizons line also comprises 4 separate models, a green dial variant, a black dial, and a meteorite dial that costs about $100 more than the others. The dial features applied lume-filled indices at the hour markings, with the markings at the 3, 9, and 12 being triangular in nature, and the other being traditional stick markings. In addition to the lume on the markings, the C3 Luminova on the indices, the baton-style hands, and the red tip GMT hand are also lume filled, which on the point of lume is very good on this watch and is on par with many of the Seiko Prospex divers that I've reviewed on the channel as well. At the 12 and the 6, the logo and date window balance one another out and help with the symmetry on the dial. The outside of the dial is sloped and features a 24-hour track marked with 2 hours at each hour marking, which matches that of the bidirectional bezel. It's a 60-click bezel featuring a sapphire insert. The crown is riveted and marked with the same Zelos Z mark at the 12 o'clock on the dial. And on the wrist, the watch wear is actually rather small, given its more condensed lug-to-lug of 45 millimeters. So I would say for those with maybe a 6 to say 7.5 inch wrist, this is gonna fit really well. It actually wears incredibly comfortably on my 6.25 inch wrist, or 15.9 centimeters for my metric system friends, something that is pretty hit or miss when it comes to 40 millimeter watches. So this watch comes on a rubber quick release strap, but I quickly swapped that out and switched it out for a Teddy Original to just give it a different look. But given its 200 meters of water resistance, you might want to keep this either on the rubber strap or another metal bracelet that you maybe want to put on it. Now for the case back in the movement, the watch features an exhibition case with a sapphire crystal to match that crystal on the front. The movement is an ETA 2893, an ETA caliber that enables the tracking of an additional time zone. The movement itself sure is not an example of high horology, however compared to many third-party movements, it actually is a nice movement to look at. This one coming with a circular finishing on the bridges, an isolated balance, and a custom engraved gold finish rotor. The movement beats at 4 Hz, 28,800 vibrations per hour, and has a power reserve of 50 hours. So overall, I think this watch fills an interesting void in the market. The movement is nice for the price point, good specs on this, 200 meters of water resistance, and arguably has one of the most useful functions there is in a watch, which is the GMT. So this is a really cool Zelos watch, and if you want the opportunity to win it, definitely fill out that watch giveaway form and then follow me on Instagram. So guys, what do you think of this watch? Give this video a thumbs up if you want me to do more of these types of giveaways, as well as be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Also, if you want to support the channel, check out our watch strap store. We have so many different watch straps available now. That's the best way to support the channel, as well as going to the link in the description of Bob's Watches, a partner of our channel, and any purchase using that link of any of their watches helps keep us going here. So guys, thank you again so much for watching. Be well, and I'll see you all very soon.